Public transportation is prevalent in most cities. No one questions where you sit. It wasn't always this way. On December 1st, 1955, in Montgomery, Alabama, Rosa Parks rejected bus driver James F. Blake's order to vacate a row of 4 seats in the colored section in favor of a white passenger once the white section was filled. Parks was not the first person to resist bus segregation, but the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People believed that she was the best candidate for seeing through a court challenge after her arrest for civil disobedience and violating Alabama segregation laws, and she helped inspire the black community to boycott the Montgomery buses for over a year. The case became bogged down in the state courts, but the federal Montgomery bus lawsuit, Browder versus Gale, resulted in a November 1956 decision that bus segregation is unconstitutional under the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Parks' act of defiance and the Montgomery bus boycott became important symbols of the movement. She became an international icon of resistance to racial segregation and organized and collaborated with civil rights leaders, including Andrew Nixon and Martin Luther King Jr. At the time, Parks was employed as a seamstress at a local department store and was secretary of the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP. She had recently attended the Highlander Folk School, a Tennessee center for training activists for workers' rights and racial equality. Although widely honored in later years, she also suffered for her act. She was fired from her job and received death threats for years afterwards. Shortly after the boycott, she moved to Detroit, where she briefly found similar work. From 1965 to 1988, she served as secretary and receptionist to John Conyers, an African-American U.S. representative. She was also active in the Black Power movement and the support of political prisoners.
After retirement, Parks wrote her autobiography and continued to insist that there were more work to be done in the struggle for justice. Parks received national recognition, including the NAACP 1979 Spingarn Medal, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the Congressional Gold Medal, and the posthumous statue in the United States Capitol National Statuary Hall. Upon her death in 2005, she was the first woman to lie in honor in the Capitol Rotunda. California and Missouri commemorates Rosa Parks Day on her birthday, February 4th, while Ohio, Oregon, and Texas commemorates the anniversary of her arrest on December 1st.
Yeah, I think it's so funny, like after all that we went through, the youngest get on the bus and they run straight to the